Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon State Beavs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Pulls it in. It's Carr. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the try is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to him. Got his man downfield.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They keep attacking through the air. Dances away from the heat. He's got an open man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
And nice job by this offense. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The whole playbook's open. Great job by the QB seeing it immediately. Getting the football out of his hands, hitting his receiver, getting 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Offense heads back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
2nd down coming up. Now the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Looking for space, it's Collins, sliding off the defender.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Power football with the run. The Blue Devils have enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead's extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. He's got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That's caught. It's Card. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got him in the flat. Still running at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they got him for the sack.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. It exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Going deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Oregon State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavs!
Oregon State.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. Fair catch called for and made. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
And the Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 86.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
Oregon State, 21-10.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Oregon State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun to give, looking for room. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it. Trying to surprise him with the pass.
got it in the middle. It's Carr. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Smashes ahead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. They're setting up the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Beavers! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Buys a little extra time. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the crow route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The aerial assault continues. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is.
He unleashes a long one. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first.
Looking deep down the right side. Lofted toward the sideline. Intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Leaves it with the running back. The Blue Devils pick up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. The short hand, it's Moore. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody
lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
After misfiring, it's second down. Here we go. They're going to throw it again. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Makes the catch. It's Jones. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. looking to throw on second down. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Gets away. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the right, and they can't make the connection.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He wants to throw it again. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Might be looking to run. Got a man. It's Moore. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. It's on target and complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about